All right. Welcome for all the new girls that are on this call. We are super excited to be kicking this webinar off with you guys. And we are just going to be sharing about our journeys, what this does for our life, for our families, and what it could do for your life. So if you guys have any questions at any point, you can write it in the chat, or if you think of something after, ask the person that added you. But you guys, this is just a time for us to share something that has changed so much of our life, and it can do the same thing for you. So no question stupid. Don't feel like it's a dumb question at all, because we want you guys to ask us anything that you need. So my name is Jessie Mershon. I am the founder of Bold Faith Moves. I've been a coach now for 5 years, and I was working 80 hours a week when I started. I was a single mom, and I went all in. I needed to start getting healthy. I was drinking a ton and had horrible anxiety, and I also was struggling with an eating disorder for 10 years, and I needed to just start getting healthy. I had a little girl that was looking up to me, and she started telling people, she was 5 at the time, 5 or 6. She started telling people her mom didn't eat, and I wanted to change that. I did not want to raise a little girl thinking that you shouldn't eat just to feel pretty or just to feel confident or just to fit in, because she's going to get enough of that in the world that we live in. So it was hard to hear, but I also knew at that moment that I needed to start making changes for my life so I could be better for her. When I went all in, it took me 7 months to leave both my jobs, and I have never looked back. Now I have my son, who's going to be 2 this week, and I have been home with him, and I didn't get to do that with my daughter. I was still working. So it has been really awesome. My daughter is going to grow up, and this is going to be something. My son will grow up. This will be his normal, having his mom home, her working from home. But my daughter got to see a completely different mom, and I changed in so many ways. And she was old enough that she will always remember it. And she thanks me all the time for it. And it's such a cool feeling to know that your kids are thankful that you work and you do this for them, and that you're helping other people feel confident, feel secure, and feel really good. So next up, Alex.
Hey, so I'm Alex. I was approached about this several times and said no. And then I was a full-time teacher. I was a newlywed, and I was truly at my unhealthiest and unhappiest. I just felt like I needed more in life. I couldn't imagine doing what I was doing for another 30 years. And so I was like, well, I'm going to see what this whole coaching thing's about. I was in a sneak peek very similar to this, and I just felt like it was the answer to all my prayers. My goal was to always be a stay-at-home mom or at least have the option to be a stay-at-home mom. We didn't have the option for me not to work. So I'm like, maybe this is my outlet. It took me 2 years. I really focused for the first 2 years of my business on myself and my transformation and my journey. I completely changed that aspect. I'm off of all the medication I was on and truly am at my healthiest. And then about 2 years into this, I was like, all right, I'm going to actually do this business because I want to be able to stay at home with my kids. And my husband and I were about ready to have kids. And so now I'm, just get to be home with my baby boy who's 9 months every single day. I could not imagine missing out on that. And I just never looked back. I absolutely love this.
I guess I'll go next. Hey guys.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, were you done, Alex?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell one of you guys.
No, you're good. Okay, hi, I am Monica Trojan. I have been coaching now for a little bit over 2 years. I started off working in the hospitality industry I've been in the hospitality industry for about 10 years. I was extremely burnt out. I was very unhappy in my job. I had no idea what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but I knew that I didn't want to be where I was. I didn't want to work for the company anymore. I didn't really want to work for anybody. I just wanted to work for myself, but I didn't know what kind of opportunity existed where I can do that. So Jessie and I actually worked together at Topgolf. That's the company we worked for. And she started coaching 3 years before I did. And I saw her, leave 3 jobs, supplement her income within 7 months. And she went full time with coaching. And I was blown away by her journey, not only like with her business, but her own health and fitness journey, her happiness. Like she was at like, you know, the, she was the happiest she ever has been. I've known her for years. Anyway, so I was super, super inspired by her journey, and I just followed her on social media. She invited me to the coaching opportunity a million times, and I said, no thanks, only because I didn't have that belief in myself that I could ever be successful in doing something like this. But I knew I craved more out of life. Anyway, long story short, I joined one of her boot camps, started doing a workout program, and I dove into coaching head first because I knew that this opportunity had so much potential. I wanted to be my goal for my life was to be a stay-at-home mom, and I always wanted to be able to work from whenever, from wherever, whenever I want, not have a boss breathing down my neck. I wanted to be able to travel the world, all the things, but I never knew that was gonna be a possibility for me. But joined Jesse's team, Bold Faith Moves, and I'm 2 years in. I do this full time now. It's freaking changed every aspect of my life, and it's just been the best journey ever.
And I'll go next. My name is Pam Eveling, and I have been coaching now with Jessie pretty much from the beginning of when she started her journey. Our journeys and stories have looked very, very different, but nonetheless, we are both still here, both still absolutely freaking loving this. And when I started my journey, I was coming out of a divorce and really looking to find myself again, and just I needed to build a lot of self-confidence. And I was very, very resistant at first. And I was a person who I signed up for her challenge group reluctantly and thought got nothing to lose really. If I get in shape, great. So I decided to join her challenge group, and she's like, you should be a coach with me. And I was like, no, I will not be a coach with you. It did not seem like something that I could ever do and be a part of. Because I had like zero self-confidence, I just didn't think I'd ever be able to make it work. But she did tell me that I could get a discount on my products if I signed up to be a coach. So that was how I slid into the coaching community, and I quickly fell in love with the team and the way that I have grown as a person in the last 4 or 5 years. I could never imagine my life being where it is now. I'm happily remarried to like an amazing guy. And I seriously owe it all to being a part of this community. And I'm a full-time teacher. I forgot to say that. I do still teach full-time. I teach 6th grade. And distance learning has been definitely a challenge, but it's always nice to have. I like being able to have both because I do love teaching, but I also love being a part of something bigger and something that I can really call my own.
All right, so let's first talk about what we are not. First and foremost, we share. We are not experts. We are not salespeople. We don't need to know everything. We don't need to have a degree in fitness or nutrition. We don't need a special certification. And we do not have to have perfect bodies or goal weight bodies. Gosh, I was literally at my worst, my lowest point in my life. And if I thought, oh, I am not healthy enough to do this, then my life would look so different now. So we're going to share more about what we are.
All right, so our goal as a team is to really help people, including ourselves, live your best freaking life. Like, amen, right? We look to provide inspiration, accountability, and resources. And the super awesome thing about this business is that you get to put yourself first. And you actually have to put yourself first. I'm going to say that. So, which a lot of times, especially, as women, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner. And this business really forces you to put yourself first, make yourself a priority in your life so that you can be happy enough and fulfilled enough to help serve others in your life, whether that's your own family, your kids, your friends, but really being able to pour into other people. We hope that we get to be new virtual best friends and friends in real life. We chase big goals, we dream big. I can honestly say, like, I never really knew what dreaming big was and what setting goals for myself were, other than like, I'm gonna go to college and, you know, do the things that you're supposed to do. So dreaming big and dreaming big and having big goals is something that we work on as a team. And it's something that really can be endless for you. We want to help people embrace their life and feel confident and empowered every single day. And again, just dreaming big, and the sky is the limit here for you, your family, and your future.
All right, so let's talk a day in the life. What does it actually mean to be an online health and fitness coach? Like, what does a day in the life look like? So, as Pam already kind of touched on, we work on our own health and fitness journeys first. Like, that is the biggest accountability ever. Like, if I was not a coach, I would not be showing up the way that I am every single day, because I know this is my business. Like, I literally have to focus on myself first every single day. So, number one, you commit to a workout program. We're obviously partnered with Team Beachbody, and Beachbody literally offers us so many different workout programs for all different fitness levels, no matter what season of life you're in. Even if you're pregnant, I literally just signed up a coach that's 7 months pregnant right now, and she's crushing her health and fitness journey, and her goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, and that's why she decided to join when she did. And she dove right in. She's doing 10 rounds right now, which is our boxing program, and I'm like blown away. I'm like, you are a freaking inspiration, girl. So you are going to be plugged into a workout program. The coach that you will sign up with is going to help you choose a workout program depending on what your goals are, what your fitness level is, and you will have access to over 80 different workout programs, hundreds of different workouts, and you will plug into a workout and make that commitment to commit to your health and fitness journey first. Number two, we share and inspire others. That's our job as online health and fitness coaches. We are here to brand ourselves. We use our social media as our business platform. So whether it's Instagram or Facebook, that's 100% up to you. But that's literally just our storefront, our social media platforms. And our job as an online health and fitness coach is to just simply share our journey, like being ourselves unapologetically, like uniquely you. No one is you, and that is your superpower. And when I say share on your social media, I'm not saying you have to just share like your health and fitness journey, just post sweaty selfies all day. No, you're going to be breadcrumbing, kind of sprinkling in health and fitness onto your social media, but you also have so much more that describes you as a person. Your hobbies, whether it's like you're a do-it-yourself kind of gal, or you enjoy cooking, you enjoy, you have kids and you have a family, and you're sharing all those kinds of things on your social media, but you're also sprinkling in your health and fitness journey, and that's how you're going to connect with other people. So step number two is sharing your journey and posting on social media and kind of creating that brand for yourself. And don't worry, we're going to provide all that training for you. You don't have to like be a social media expert to join our team, because when I first joined, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I barely was on Instagram. I posted like once in a while. And then lastly, spread the word and help others get started and get their results. That's our job as online health and fitness coaches, is literally helping others get started the way we got started. So like I said earlier, we're partnered with Team Beachbody. So we have hundreds of different workout programs. We also have nutrition programs. So we do invite others to join us. So as brand new coaches, we're going to teach you and train you and provide you all the resources to connect with other women and invite them to join you. That's literally what we do. We focus on our own journey first, and we share about it, and then we invite others to join us.
All right. And we wanted to talk to you guys about what our actual daily tasks look like, because obviously, like Monica said, we share our journey, We talk to other women and invite them to do this with us. But we also do have a business activity tracker. And you guys, when I started, they didn't even have this, and it makes it so easy. Like, you are 100% in control if you succeed in this business or if you don't, because you have it right in front of you. So as long as you stay consistent and do the things, then you will be successful. So the first part of it, and I have mine laminated just because it's easy for me then to always have it out. I keep one upstairs actually, and I keep one downstairs too as well. But the first part is about your journey. So it's, did you get your workout in? Did you do personal development? Because I don't know about you, but for so long, fitness and health, they never talked about working on your mindset. It was always people losing weight or wanting to be skinny or overeating, like all these different things with food and eating and working out. But no one ever said, like, if you're at a gym, you still need to work on mindset. If you're taking cycling classes, you need to work on your mindset. Like, in anything you do in your life, even outside of fitness, you need to work on your mindset. But if you're looking in the mirror every single day and you're telling yourself you're fat or you're ugly or you can't do things or you're a bad mom, you are going to start to believe that. So working on personal development is a huge part of this. And that's why it's at the top of our daily tracker. So drink your shake is at the top. Do your workout is at the top, and do your personal development. Those are 3 things that are going to change your life, and they're at the top for a reason, because that's where it all starts. The next tasks are about sharing on your social media. So it's when you post so that people can get to know you as a person. You are your storefront in this business. So it talks to you about different things that you can share in your stories, something about your daily life, a workout clip, a product use, a healthy meal that you're eating, because maybe you cooked a healthy dinner and another mom that's following you could use that too. Or maybe you went grocery shopping and people can see what kind of healthy foods you buy so that it helps them know what to buy at the store. All of those little things that you're doing in your life are going to help other people, and they'll be like, oh, wait, she cooked a meal. Because, like, how many times have you guys cooked a meal and it's healthy, but then it doesn't taste good, and it's like, man, I wish I would have cooked something different. So those kind of things, like finding meals, when people recommend them on social media, I'm like, heck yeah, if someone says it's good and it's healthy, like, I'm definitely trying it out. And that's what we get to do. We get to work on ourselves. We get to read these books and then share with our social media following what we're doing. And we get to share activities we're doing with our kids so that we can help other moms and help other women. Then it's responding to likes and comments. When you put up photos, obviously if people are commenting on there, even if you're not a coach and you never become a coach on our team, you should always respond and say, thank you for the support, or thank you for loving on my family, or thank you for telling me I looked pretty, because that's just like the nice, kind thing to do. And that's literally one of our tasks. Then we also go and love on people. I set timers for all of my tasks because I'm a mom of 2. Obviously, both my kids are at home right now. And if I don't set timers, I'm not going to efficiently get things done. So I set timers so that I don't scroll on Facebook, that I don't scroll on Instagram. But for 10 minutes, I go and love on people's posts. All I do is literally go through posts and I read what they wrote and I love on them. Because how many times have you gone to put up a picture and you second guess if that's a pretty enough photo, or if it's okay to post, or if anyone's going to like it? And we get to just love on people as part of our job. And it's literally the best part of our job. And then we get to invite people to do this with us. So if you put up a transformation photo and people like it, obviously you would reach out to them and say, hey, thank you so much for supporting me on that transformation photo. I get so nervous to post them, because you do get nervous. But have you ever considered doing this with me? Or have you ever considered jumping in with me? That's as simple as it is. And something to remember, because I know with inviting in this business, people are like, oh, you have to push it on people and it's so salesy and so gross. It's honestly not. Like, I love inviting, because had someone not invited me to this opportunity, I wouldn't be home with my kids. I wouldn't be the healthiest I've ever been. I wouldn't be building this income and this team and everything that we're doing had no one invited me to this opportunity. So I do invite people. And also, if you guys were to go open a clothing shop, you open your doors, would you not go and tell your friends and family about it? Would you not tell people that you met because you're scared that they might not want to do it? No, if you invested tons of money, you are going to tell every person that you can, because you're excited and you want your store to do well. That's the same thing we do as business owners. we're excited about how we're feeling. We're excited about having a team to do it with. We're excited about goals and being able to believe in something bigger, and we're going to tell people about it. Yes, sweetie. And then the last part is the challenge group part. Okay, shh, relax. Just so you can. Does he have a passy? Come here. What's wrong? Sorry. He's like making an appearance on every happy hour now. Okay, and the last part is challenge group. So when we get people all signed up and they're ready to go, one of the things is that we do is we don't just sign someone up and we're like, okay, cool, move on. Our goal with everybody is to get them into a fit club so that they can check in every day and they can have support in there, that we can hold them accountable and check in on them, because it's very easy to fall off in a fitness journey and feel like you failed. But when you have the accountability, you don't. And that is going to be so helpful. So that's the bottom part of it. And you guys, we do this tracker. There's a day for each week, and you do this tracker every day. And that's literally your business in it, like your entire day in your business. And you just set timers for each task. And I would probably guarantee a lot of people are like scrolling social media, Instagram, Facebook longer than I actually am on it to work my business, because you don't intentionally do things. It's so easy to get caught up in just scrolling that you forget, and you're looking at things that like, does that add any value to my life, or does that make me better in any way? No. So it really did also turn social media into something positive for me, because I know when I'm on there, I'm trying to help women feel better. I'm trying to help women feel confident. I'm trying to empower them. And that's what we're going to do every single day, and you would be doing as well.
All right, so as we've talked about, one of our daily tasks is sharing our journey. And we're not talking about just sharing Beachbody. Like, we really don't, we are Beachbody coaches, but we share our lives and what makes us, our unique selves. So here's all of our, some pictures from our social media. You see Pam's in her classroom. When we could go to classrooms, she's drinking coffee. She looks absolutely adorable. As you see on my social media, I share a lot of my son. I'm a stay-at-home mom, or I'm a work-at-home mom. So Hunter, my son, is in most of my pictures because that's what I do all day. And I'm sharing, you know, my fitness journey. I'm sharing about how I'm working from home and working in the cracks of my day. And you'll see Jesse's a lot of the same, and she loves fitness. So she shares so much about fitness. She shares amazing fitness tips because that's her passion. She's also a mama, so she shares about her kids and mama tips. And then you'll see Monica, she's sharing her workout photos. She feels amazing. She feels confident. She looks incredible. So as you see, we really share us. We don't lead with a product. We share our journeys and what makes us us, which is so fun.
All right, sorry, I was muted. All right, so what does our team provide? So when you sign up and you get started as a new coach on our team, there are several things that we provide to you to support you on this journey. We have weekly team calls. So every Monday, I'm sure you've seen on whichever coach invited you to this sneak peek. Every Monday night, we always have team calls, and those, you know, vary in topic, from trainings to just kind of like check-ins with each other. And just kind of, you know, what we need to prepare ourselves for the month coming up. We have a new coach mentorship. So anybody that signs up is a part of this new coach mentorship. And this always kicks off on the first Monday of every month. And you're placed into a Facebook message pod with all of the new coaches on our team. So you're all in this group together, really being able to support each other. You're all, you know, at the same points in your journey as a coach. And, you know, you can all kind of really probably have similar questions and things like that. And then you're also in a Facebook page for our new coach mentorship. And every couple days a week, we have different tasks for you, short little videos for you to watch, and then something for you to like implement over the next day or two. And some of the things like Monica had talked about and what Jesse talked about with the daily tasks, those are all things that we really dive into, as well as you and your own journey in that mentorship. We also have message threads past the New Coach Mentorship, just to keep us all connected and in the know for things. And if you ever have questions about anything, it's a great place to be able to shoot your question out, and somebody is almost always able to answer you right away. We have virtual office hours. So we have something very similar to this, call that we're on right now. And it's set up all day long. So you're never alone, whether you're working out or you're working on your business. You always have some other people there with you. And we also have just unlimited training and resources. We have a whole Google Drive folder. There's a ton of videos and training in our back office. And what's super awesome is that all of our trainings now are available in both English and Spanish.
All right, and because it is a business, we do want you guys to know that obviously you can make an income. I know that income can be like such a weird topic because most people don't like openly talk about their income, but it's also something that I don't want you guys to ever feel weird about, because we love celebrating people for making an income. I don't want a coach to come on to build a business and not have an income coming in from it, because that would suck. So, we do celebrate it every Thursday. We celebrate it. That's when we get paid, is every Thursday. And it's something that you should be proud of, because your work is going to be the reason that you have an income coming in. And it's exciting, and it can change your life. I know me and my husband used to fight about money all the time. And also as a single mom, you guys, I used to write checks just so that I had time for it to cash and give me a few extra days. And I had credit card debt and I had student loan debt, and it was something that I thought I was always just going to have. And before I got this job, I wanted to take this other job. It was $30,000 a year, but insurance was included. So I was like, heck yeah, got to be home with my daughter. And I would have been living in debt my whole life. So for me, when I look at this income that you can make from it, I was always really inspired seeing other people's, because I'm like, wow, if they could change their life and they could not live in debt and not have the stress of money and not have the stress of buying groceries, then why can't I do that too? So as we talk about income, I want you to remember to like put yourself in your shoes and ask yourself, if I did this, what could my life look like in 3 months? What could my life look like in a year or in 4 years? And how would that help in your household? How would that help in your marriage? How would that help with organizations that you want to give back to? One of the things that we wanted to do was, when we reached a certain point, we wanted to have income coming in for my parents, just to give back, because my parents helped me a ton as a single mom, like more help than I could have ever asked for. And I was so thankful for that. So money can help those people around you, and they can also it can be something that is very good when good people have money, or whatever that saying is. I don't know what the actual saying is. So I wanted to show you guys 3 different income progressions of like 3 different we have one brand new coach, one who's been in a little bit longer, and then we'll also have mine. So the first one that's on the left is Morgan. She actually was a challenger of mine. She started and was doing it for a year before. She like did every program, was crushing it. And I kept telling her, like, girl, you are doing exactly what it takes to be a coach. Why are you not coaching with me? And she's like, I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if that's for me. And she ended up saying yes. And you guys, she has crushed it. Like, I mean, I knew she would, but she has crushed it because she fell in love with how she was feeling. And when you fall in love with how you're feeling personally and mentally and physically, you want to share that with people, and you want your friends to do it too, because you know that if they do, it's going to change their life. So her first month, she made $275.92. Then in February, made $686, March, $541, and by April, this past month, she just made $1,158.32. So her total for 4 months was $2,662. And that was because she helped people each month, and she was just hitting goals in her business, and she was excited to tell her friends and family and her followers about it. And she shares her journey. Ashley was a coach. Actually, she has like a little funny story because she had signed up with me like a couple years ago, and the timing was just not right. And so she ended up stopping. And then she became a mom, and she realized like, hey, I want to go all in. She continued to follow me. Thankfully, she didn't like unfriend me, but she continued to follow me. And when she came back, she was in the right mindset and she was ready to do this. Her first month, she made $383, and by April, she made $697.85. And you guys, again, your income's not going to be something huge your first month unless like you have an amazing, amazing first month. But that is showing up, and it's helping a few people every single month and just being consistent. If you look over at my income on the right, my first month made $569, and by January of 2020, I made $13,957. And we just had our highest month ever since I started, and it was right under 18,000. It was 17,000 something. You can look on my social media for the exact number, but it was literally something that I was so excited about because I didn't know if I was going to be good at this. I'll be 100% honest. I was like, I'm going to go all in, but I also knew that I could totally fail at this. But what did I have to lose? If the worst thing that happened was I got healthy and started setting a better example for my daughter and made no money, was it worth it? Heck yes. And that's the mentality I've had this entire time. But I also have treated it that if everyone else could build a business with this, why can't I? I was never someone who was going to be able to go open a business and invest $40,000 in a building and get all the clothes and open my doors and promote it myself and create a website because I know nothing about technology. So if that was going to be my route in life, I never would have been able to do it. But this gave me a very easy route to do it, and it also rewarded you. So you get 20 to 40% on commission for anything that you help someone with. Say you have a mom that needs a shake for her kids, or she starts drinking Shakeology and doing the workouts, or they need a pre-workout, or they need anything that we have to offer. You make 20 to 40% commission on it. Then you also have the residual income and the team bonuses. Team bonuses is something that is huge because if we signed you guys up and didn't help you see success, it doesn't help you, it doesn't help us, it does not help anybody, to be completely honest, and that would be really dumb for any coach to do. But when we work together as a team, everybody's income goes up. And basically what Beachbody does is they reward you and give you cycle bonuses. And that is honestly where majority of our income comes from. Every paycheck, usually $2,000 to $3,000, comes from team cycle bonuses. And that takes time as you grow, but it's also really, really awesome because say that you were in a sales position. And this is kind of the difference between being in a sales job, like a lot of people sometimes think this is, versus what we actually do. So if you were in a sales job and you didn't sell something, you wouldn't have any money coming in. With us, you always have residual income coming in. So if I got sick right now for an entire month, I would not have zero money coming in. My paychecks would stay almost the same, minus the fact that I didn't help people that month. But I would still have really good paychecks, and it would not my business wouldn't crash or anything. So that's one of the benefits of having a company that does something like this, because they're constantly rewarding you and giving you that residual income. As long as you're showing up every single day and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be able to build that.
If you are willing to put in the work daily and set really big goals and dream really, really big, there's literally absolutely nothing that you cannot do. As I told you guys earlier, before I dove into coaching, I started off as a customer first, and I had no idea an opportunity like this existed. Started following Jessie for a while on social media. We obviously like worked together too, and I knew her personally, but something clicked in my brain, and I thought to myself, I'm okay, like if Jessie can do this, I can do this. And I know Jessie just said this too, like, you guys saw her income progression. It's insane and amazing and so inspiring. And that is what inspired me. And I knew that if she can do it, I can do it. If any other coach in the network that's super, super successful, which there are thousands of them, if they can do it, I knew I could do it. So I was willing to put in the work, dream really, really freaking big, and go all in. And the second I decided to do that, and you guys, like, I'm not saying I spent like 8 hours a day on this business. I was working really long, exhausting hours at my other job while I was building this business. And I built it putting in about 2 hours a day. But I really grinded. I did everything in my power to make this work. I didn't give up. I didn't throw in the towel when things got hard. I did all the things. I dreamed really big and I went all in. And 2 years later, I do this full time now, more than supplemented my income. And all it took was dreaming big, doing the work, and never giving up, and just believing in yourself. Believing in yourself, doing the work is everything. If you just commit, your dreams will go beyond your expectations. It's been incredible.
And you guys, when Monica says that she knew me, I actually had been asked 4 years prior to coaching, said no. And then when I got asked 4 years later and was going to say yes, at the time, I was eating McDonald's at work with Monica in the back room, super hungover, and was like, why would anyone invite me to be a coach? I know nothing about fitness. I don't work out. I don't take care of myself. Like, this person is so dumb for asking me to do this. And like, we were talking to each other. And so it was really funny that now I'm a coach and she's a coach and we both do it full time, considering like if you would have known us at that point or been in the room with us, you would have been like, you guys are so stupid and you're not going to be successful at this.
No, literally. Hold on. I want to touch on that really quick because it's so true. Oh my gosh. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Jesse and I were like, I mean, I think I was hungover. I think you were hungover too because you were eating McDonald's, but like, she told me that she was going to do this coaching thing. And anyway, so she started coaching way before I did. And she hit the ground running because she believed in herself. She like fueled her dreams and she was so pumped up. And she told herself every single day, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I mean, look at us now. You just got to dream big. That's what we're saying.
And yes, I used to eat hot Cheetos and Dr. Pepper every day in my classroom to get through the day. So this is why we say you don't have to be perfect. Like anybody can do this. Obviously, I don't do those things now every day. All right, so I get to talk about the fun stuff, trips and vacays. I'm sure if you've been following any of us for any sort of time, you've seen us all on trips prior to crazy quarantine. So we have so many opportunities for trips with this business. There's trips and perks that Beachbody puts on where you have leadership events where you get to fly to Santa Monica or Scottsdale, Arizona, and they put you up in this big fancy hotel and you just get to learn from corporate. You get to learn from top coaches. You get to learn from just amazing speakers. The trips are incredible and they just really pour into you and how you can become a better business owner, a better person. And we also have an annual conference that's normally every single summer. And this is, gosh, the best weekend of the year, in my opinion. It's so much fun. We get to pretty much like close down a city, work out in the middle of the streets with our like 10 or 20 of our super trainers. We get to just like literally work out at 5 a.m. every day. And then we just go all day. And then at night we have big old parties in a huge conference or in a huge football stadium. It's literally the best girls' weekend you've ever had. It's so much fun. And you just leave these events with new best friends, a new sisterhood, and just really fired up about this business and this opportunity you have in front of you. And then we also have something called a Success Club trip. And that's essentially when you're working your business and you're helping people every single month, you earn a trip. And I've earned a few now. And my first one was 6 days in the Caribbean, a cruise to the Caribbean. And honestly, when I first qualified for it, my husband had me opt out because he didn't believe it would truly be free. He thought there was like some scam. I'm like, no, really, it's free. So I opted out. And then a few months later, I'm like, well, screw you. I'm going to go without you if you don't believe this because I'm going on my free trip. So anyways, we ended up going. I think I was 6 months pregnant. So that ended up being our baby moon. And I was amazed it was the nicest vacation I've really ever been on. It's something that we normally wouldn't go on without this. This past year, we were all supposed to be in Punta Cana, and next year we're all going to be in Mexico celebrating, and it's all inclusive. You don't pay for your hotels or your food or your drink. It's incredible, you guys. And anybody on this call can like earn these trips. It's not just for the top of the company. It's truly when you're helping people every month. And then last but not least, we have something called retreats, and that's just our own personal team. We get together about, I think, 2 or 3 times a year, and we meet in different parts of the country, and we just have a girls' weekend with so much team building and bonding. Gosh, we cry together, we laugh together, we laugh until we cry. It's amazing, but there's so many opportunities for travel, and probably one of my favorite parts of the business.
Yeah, and you guys, when she was talking about that Success Club trip and said it's not like the people who have been in the business for 10 years, they are the only ones who get to go on it. It's literally, if you help 3 people a month for an entire year, you qualify for that retreat or that trip, and it's paid for. So it's like your first month you help your husband and your mom and your dad, that's your 3 people. The next month you help 3 of your friends, that's your 3 people. And that's how you earn the trip. So it's definitely not something where like you have to be in the business for years. Like I have qualified for every trip since I started the business. And this past year when we went on the cruise, Chloe got to swim with dolphins, and still to this day, like it's one of the best memories that I have gotten from a family trip, because I never got to swim with dolphins until this year when I was 34 years old. And she got to swim with dolphins at 11 years old, and it was paid for because of this trip and because I work hard and I've created this life. And so if you're a mom on this call and you're thinking like, I would love to be able to bring my kids on these kind of trips, you do have an option to bring your kids on them and to let them see things that you before, like the single mom that I was, I would never have been able to do this.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry, I'm having some audio issues. All right, so you might be thinking, great, got all the information. I'm totally in. I cannot wait to join this team because freaking awesome. What's next? So next steps, you are going to be talking to the coach that invited you to this sneak peek. They are going to get in contact with you, and you will be signing up tonight or tomorrow. But you'll be getting started, and you'll be joining us in our new coach mentorship for May, which is officially kicking off this week. So we are super, super excited to be welcoming so many new girls this month, and we really, really hope that you are going to be a part of that as well.
Sorry, I am muted. All right, so that is everything that we have to tell you guys. Did you guys have any questions that we maybe didn't answer, or you wanted something in more detail?
Jesse, I know a common question I get is like the startup, how we start up, package, all of that. Do you want to cover that?
Yeah. So, okay, starting off, you will talk with the person who added you and figure out what exactly you need. You can pay $39.95 and you're a coach. However, I recommend basically never doing that, because we don't want to sell a product. We don't want to sell something. I'm not here to be in a sales job, and neither is our team. We want to feel our best, and we want to just be able to show how we're feeling by what we're doing. So most people get the business fee waived that first month, and they do a challenge pack that's going to either have your full month of shakes, 30-day supply, plus a year access to every program we have, the meal plans, the calendars, or you can do pre or post workout. You can also add in other things like 3-day refresh or whatever you need, but your coach will talk to you about that, and you can figure out what's best. And that's literally your investment to get started, is just what you need to get results in that first month. You get an awesome before and after. You go all in, you follow the meal plan and the calendar created, and then you share that journey, and you're going to be able to start inspiring the other people that are following you, that are sitting at home right now struggling and don't have something. And that's literally how your journey kicks off. The one other thing that I want to just touch on, because I know we get this a lot, is you do pay a $15.95 business fee after the first month. And that is literally for your website, for customer service. They ship all the products. You don't like hold anything at your house. And they do all of that kind of stuff. So you don't have to create a website. They do that for you. We have an app that we keep everyone in for Fit Clubs. So it's $15.95 for like all of your business stuff. Anything that would be business is in that. If you are a military spouse or you are personally military, you do get that business fee waived as well. There's just a form that you guys fill out. Are there any other questions? Was there anything we missed?
Yes, so I have a beautiful girl joining us today, and she just found out she's pregnant, and